Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, my name is David Popovich, aka the Bookworm, and welcome to Bookworms Goosebumps 2000 Retrospective. Today, we wrap things off with a Goosebumps classic trope. We've met the ghost next door, we've played on Ghost Beach, we've heard them bark, go headless, and went to camp. Now we cap it off with the ghost in the mirror. Jason's parents have just gotten him a new dresser to replace his old baby one. While he's happy to have something more his size, what really captures his attention is the mirror that came with it. The glass was clean and smooth and perfect. The reflection was incredibly bright, almost brighter and clearer than the room. A chill ran down my back. There's something wrong here, I suddenly thought. Something weird. Why can't I take my eyes away from the mirror? And he's not the only one noticing it, from his dog barking at it to his friend Fred thinking he saw something move. The mirror, he said softly. I turned. What about it? I saw something moving there. I frowned at him. You mean like one of us? Fred shook his head. No, something else. It was weird. Strange, but I'm sure there's nothing ominous to warn us that you are. Beware! Bring this into your house and you bring death. Well, I think it's about time to hit the old dusty trail. Let's just pack things up before anything bad happens. Buzzy? I dropped to my knees and motioned for the dog to come to me. It's okay, boy. It's okay. He growled again. As he lowered his head, his eyes glowed from beneath the furry bangs. Cold, dark eyes. Not Buzzy's eyes. Buzzy? It's okay, boy, I called. Buzzy? What's wrong? I didn't have time to move. I didn't have a chance to stand up. The dog sprang across the floor, leapt high, and sank his teeth into my throat.
That's all, folks.
Nah, he's fine, but his fears about the mirror grow as he sees strange things too. Buzzy? I turned away from the mirror and looked down at the floor. No, he wasn't there. I turned back to the mirror and saw his reflection. I swallowed hard. It's impossible. And how the strangeness starts to spread to the people close to him. What did you say? Fred bellowed. I said you were possessed. What's the big deal? Don't ever say that! Fred growled, and with an angry cry, he leapt onto me. What's Jason going to do when what he fears is in his own bedroom? I'm afraid, I realized. I'm afraid of my own bedroom. There's something inside this mirror. What am I going to do? Nothing till the end. Who will believe me? No one. What does it want? That's a good question. Do you plan on explaining that? I like this cover. The mysterious ghostly hand coming out of the mirror with the mirror rippling like water. Taking that simple approach of having an unnatural image in an everyday setting that sets the mood perfectly for horror. Look, but don't scream. The book itself is really good. It hits all the same notes as classic Goosebumps, with our hero discovering the true horror of the mirror, and the big reveal is actually terrifying. No joke. I was on the edge of my seat during the reveal, and the book only gets better with an over-the-top surreal ending, the only way a story with mirrors could end. The only negatives are that we never get a good reason why all this is happening, making the villains have a scary appearance, but not much death. Plus, the twist makes little to no sense to the overall story, and I wish the book followed through with the scaredy cat overcoming his fear arc more clearly. But outside of that, this is a really fun and scary read, and let's face it, what else do you read Goosebumps for? And that's it. After this book was published, which, by the way, was the only book to be published in the year 2000, there were no more Goosebumps. R.L. Stine's contract with Scholastic expired, and I'm guessing the reboot sales push didn't do much. There were plans for a new Goosebumps series called Goosebumps Gold, but nothing came out of it, and we wouldn't see Goosebumps return till the 2008 Horrorland series. So what are my thoughts of the 2000 series of books? I'll be honest, I was more disappointed with most of the books than really enjoying them. There are some standouts, but overall, most of the books didn't move me on the same level. Hell, I looked at the reprints and only found 2 2000 series books getting the treatment. The books feel stale for the most part. Whatever magic the series carried didn't carry over well here, but there were some fun ideas at play. There was a recent article by the New Yorker of all things discussing the quality of children's books and what makes them good using Goosebumps as a jumping off point, since very few book series made such an impact as Goosebumps has. It never answers the question, though. A lot of people on Twitter were arguing why the New Yorker was talking about Goosebumps since it was clearly bad. Idiots. But it really hits home with how there's not one way to write a good book for children. Link to the story down below. Goosebumps is still Goosebumps, and I want to know, if you read the 2000 series, were there any you liked or disliked? What are your thoughts about the series overall? What about you, Internet? What are your opinions about Goosebumps 2000? Now, I have to take a break since these retrospectives always do a number on me, but I'll be back with... Oh, you finally decided to show up. You want me to review you for Halloween? Well, too bad. Maybe you should have showed up on time and maybe I would have considered it. You're just gonna have to wait till November like everybody else. Happy Halloween, everyone. Till next time. Have a scary day.